You guys are not going to believe what they call weed suppositories at my job.
Enemies at the gate!
Nice and mellow.
It's a Treyu, or some of us around the table call it a Treyu.
Yeah, that was like the proper one. Treyu.
You know, you might be right. That pale bitch that was giving us like a new releases on the week we were watching before the show, she might be wrong.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't want to climb on board of not knowing if she knows what the hell she's talking
Treyu.
about.
I don't know. I've always said Treyu.
A Treyu sounds right to me.
And that was from Neverending Story, and they said Treyu. So.
Exactly.
The thing with the kid flying on the great big dog?
Correct.
No shit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Correct.
A fucking horse dies. Worse.
Oh my God.
Still can't do it.
So traumatic.
I still can't do it.
The dog kills a horse?
No, a horse gets stuck in a swamp.
And he dies.
And he fucking dies right in front of his fucking
kid.
owner.
Yeah,
Starvation?
Atreyu.
No, he's a fucking
Like a
sinks into some quicksand.
Like
or some
alligators and shit?
Yeah.
Rednecks from Louisiana
no,
or something?
it's just a slow, drawn out suffocation of a horse.
Yep, just
That sounds like
sucked
swamp
on
people.
Down.
The swamp beings. Yeah. Man. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Last fucking show before the old Christmas Day.
Good.
It works out pretty good because the next one is right before the birthday.
The B-Day. Oh, man. Yeah.
I thought Brandon was fucking with me when we first started hanging out. I was like, when's your birthday? He's like, January 1st. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Oh, yeah? Mine's on fucking April 1st, huh?
And then I come in with a photo of my family holding me on the cover of the fucking Portales News Tribune.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
It's like that child
New
will go on
Year's,
to a
baby.
life of crime one day.
Sort of.
It's legal crime.
It's legal crime, though.
Legal
Which means...
crime.
I never sold weed.
Which means it's
illegally.
just
I only bought it.
Yeah, I was like, most crime?
But now I'm what you call a trained professional.
Did you mention something about weed on the open?
I did. So we get all types of ways to get THC into your body.
That's kind of what your job is, right?
Yeah, suppositories being one of them. They help with menstrual cramps. They help with back pain. It has been said. I can't say it does. It has been said.
They ain't getting you high, though.
Oh no. It's it does not get you high in any way.
Localized effects.
Ladies, wine. Well, that will work.
Dude, anytime a lady comes in and wants to like talk about that, I always feel it's better to refer her to, a lady.
Somebody else with a monkey.
But now it's like I have no ladies to refer back to now. They're rarely there when I'm there, so
time to
bite the bit. Like, look, you got to keep them frozen. You got to get them up there. Frozen is good.
Keep it
I don't
secret,
know why.
keep it safe.
Well, I can tell you why. Do you want me to tell you
Please.
why?
Actually, I would love that.
Sure. So suppositories, because of what they're made of, usually it's glycerin-based, sometimes it's other stuff, but it starts to melt at body temperature. So as you hold it in your hand or leave it just out in the air, it will be at a warmer temperature than like it's in the freezer, right? So it takes it longer to heat up. But yes, as someone who's inserted an actual suppository into someone, not a marijuana one, but like an acetaminophen one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it absolutely starts to melt right away as soon as I pop it into my hand.
Gotcha.
Explains some things because I would get capsules of THC, and I've got another condition which dries out my throat because I got to utilize albuterol and everything else, and I will get them hung up and they immediately and then
they start to dissolve,
but they're stuck.
Yep.
And it's because I think they're using pure, glycerin, instead of like the combination that they do on actual other meds.
Yes.
Which is why my meds go down just
fine.
Weed capsules, no.
Yes.
So if you guys had to guess what they call these suppositories, what would be just a ballpark guess?
Wow. So we're like the suppository itself?
Yeah, like just the name that's on the jar.
Cooter booster.
Well, now, It ain't just for the vagina.
A can of hole.
Close. Now, if you want to go down this bunny trail further, I'll allow it. But if you want to know, I will tell you right now.
Sure.
Yeah, you can just tell us.
They're called bud plugs.
Bud plugs. Oh, that's great.
Like it.
What a great marketing tool.
It's
beautiful.
It's
Flower
weird.
for your flower.
It's weird. I feel like we'll actually sell them now.
Oh, absolutely.
People will just have the wrong idea. Like, oh, this is like sex thing, right?
Sounds like some shit I'm going to get my roommate for a laugh.
Finally, butt stuff gonna get me high.
Jesus.
No.
No, that is not how that works.
Unless you get really high first. And then.
Then, I
Well, there you go.
yeah.
However, props to Herbal Edibles for having the most creative name of a product
Bud
I've ever
plugs,
seen.
That's great.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Mountaintop Extracts. Not really, because they don't know. But
I don't know what's up.
if you know, you know.
That's OG.
Mountaintop, one of the originals. Yeah, yeah.
One of the OGs. Well, that's one of the few brands that I've fucking bought and sold for goddamn years.
Been on the refrigerator door for a while.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
That's right. The old altar of consumption.
One of these days, not today, but one of these days we'll probably snap a photo of the fucking refrigerator or something like that. It legit looks like these assholes in NASCAR or whatever. I'm like, oh, there's all their sponsors. These are none of them are sponsors, but usually products or services or companies that we're all right with.
There is a theme. Top floor is color stickers. Bottom floor is black and white.
That's right.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You know what? That's great. I don't know why.
And I think that might have been. Was that accidental?
It started out that way, yeah.
And then
it was
it-
just an accident, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, black and white, put that down below.
Okay, very cool.
And I don't know. I can't remember who put that red EMG sticker up there, but man,
Oh, that'd be me.
kudos.
That'd be me, darling.
Well, it's hard to tell because like I'm just as anal with putting stickers on things as you are, but that is all that's fucking 99.9% perfect.
Yeah, because I fucked up the black and white one, which is actually up like a regular sticker on the bottom, and not taking into account EMG's classy little 38-degree slide.
Whatever. Nonsense.
Nah, sure. Well, we got up there Tool, fucking Leatherneck for Life, got Bloom,
ESP is heavily represented.
Vans, fucking skateboard warehouse. Yeah.
Metallica.
Oh yeah. U.S. Marine Corps. Yeah, I'm pretty.
I think I put that Metallica sticker on there at like 2 a.m. when I was drunk and high.
that was it. That one's one I did. I kind of noticed it a few days later. And I thought, what the fuck is this? And then I thought, wait a minute, that's like that old timey Metallica. logo.
That's the Metallica era that I'm a huge fan of that no one else likes.
Like
The load reload era.
Yeah, right. The ones that come on the cover and stuff.
That's right.
My.
Yeah. Load had
Cum and blood, yeah.
ejaculate and blood, and reload had urine and blood.
Wait, you're being serious?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Load and reload. Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a double. Here, I'll.
Following the Black Album and right before their worst effort ever, LJ. Which is Saint Anger.
Jesus.
I bring that up because LJ and Brandon had a kind
you
of
are.
interesting discussion.
Oh God, it is.
Yeah. They had a discussion where Brandon, when he finds a fellow Metallica fan, always asks, without fail, what's your favorite album? And LJ told him Saint Anger, which immediately I started laughing because,
Do you feel like that's a red flag?
I thought that was a joke.
No,
But
I don't.
This was for a show we were doing over at Ruben's Garage,
Yeah.
and shit. And this is like the first time I'd met LJ. And,
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, it's Saint Anger. And I was like, and I laugh, and I immediately like, oh shit, he's serious. Look out, we got us a serial killer on our hands.
being a hardcore fucking Metallica guy, I own it. It's just you rarely hear that album brought up in a positive light. You really do.
Interesting.
Generally, it's very negative, and it's very much about Lars's snare.
Okay.
And there's no guitar solos.
Because the snare sounds like beating on the bottom of a paint bucket.
Oh.
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
The guitar riffs and shit like that, which I'm sure is actually what LJ's
Real
referring
riffy.
is actually
Riffy as
it's
fuck.
pretty badass
Yeah.
in that regard. But everything else about it, I don't like the composition of most of that album. I don't like the drum sounds. Period. People bitch about the snare. I'm not a big fan of the fucking toms that he's using either, because they're of the same cut. They're from they're cut from the same cloth.
Everything
of
it wound. Everything it wound really tight. Really tight.
Lars could always use that kit for like animated shit if it involves a kangaroo, right?
You kind of get a prelude to it in the song they did for Mission Impossible 2. The one that got leaked on the internet and Lars tried to become the most hated man in America. By taking down Napster. It was because of that. I Disappear came out before the soundtrack came out. And everybody got to hear it, and Lars was not pleased. And then he found out, like, oh, you can also listen to everything else I do? Hold on a second.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm just pretty rich right now. But again, I ain't going to talk shit about him doing that. I'd have done the same thing. Like, I want your money. Fuck you. Give me my money.
Was Napster, that predated you probably by the time you were a teen, or no?
Well, no, Napster, fuck, I was using that in high school.
Okay.
Yeah. Advanced computers had access to it.
Well, Napster went away, then got to find something. I started using LimeWire, and it turns out that was a fucking mistake.
I was a Kazaa boy.
Yeah, I used them for a while too.
I was big into Kazaa, but then I got like a gnarly virus on the computer that wasn't mine.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to find some pornography.
LimeWire was great for the same shit. I'm like, oh, there's a song I've been looking for, and the more obscure, the better your chances are you're downloading a virus directly on your hard drive.
Good shit.
Hopefully we don't get in trouble for saying we stole music back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I think the
Statute's over.
I think the
right?
Statue of Liberty
I'm
is
like,
Statue of Liberty has said goodbye.
Yep, said that shit's over, man. It's 2023. Almost 2024.
So how the fuck's your week?
Going all right.
You were a little angry last time, so I was just this is kind of like follow up, It was like aftercare, right?
And the great thing is I can't even really remember why I was angry.
See, I vacillate.
Like, well, let me remind you.
I vacillate between complete anger, and then I sit back and go, wait a fucking minute. Look at what I do for a living, and I'm getting paid for this. Shut your fucking mouth, huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of, yep, you know what? That's kind of where I'm at,
Yeah.
to be honest.
That's fair.
I mean, I got a bonus for selling a whole bunch of cartridges. Got like a fucking extra $120.
Hell yeah.
Pretty nice. Especially at this time.
Somebody from corporate, the headquarters come down and stick their hand down the front of your front panel of your pants and give you a quick little,
That's what I
quick
put
little tug.
That's what I put on my Secret Santa at work.
That's right. That's what you always ask for.
Give
Yes.
your balls a tug.
Old fashioned. That's all.
That's it. Just an old fashioned.
Like you a beer or wine person. I'm an old fashioned type of person.
And if they start reaching for the gin, say, "Oh no, my good man." Or lady, preferably as the case may be, and depending on what your kicks are.
Talking aggressive foreplay here, okay?
I never like to reveal more than I'm allowed to, so I don't know what I'm allowed to, but I will say congratulations to Krista.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Things are great. I just finished with my first year of nursing school.
Okay, I wasn't sure if
that's
cool.
fine.
Okay.
I don't care. No, so
well,
for
congratulations,
Thank
because you're
you.
now officially a nurse.
I
Fucking
am,
A.
yeah. So for those that are unseasoned, the way that nursing works is you go through 1 year and you're a practical nurse. You go through a second year, you're a registered nurse, and then you can get a bachelor's, a master's, and even a doctorate if you'd like.
Anything above registered, you're just looking to teach, right?
Not necessarily. So like if you become a certified nurse practitioner, you can do like family practice. You can do.
And that's at the master's level?
That's at the master's level. Shoot, my mom is a nurse practitioner. She works at the Trauma One Center, Tampa.
There's
Tampa
some
General,
good money.
and she's
Wow.
she's neuro.
There's good money. There's good money even in this fucking broke ass state. But man, I don't know. That's a level of stress. You get paid for the stress. Finally.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, yeah, I mean, honestly, at the master's and the doctorate level, you basically have similar powers to some physicians. So you just usually have to. Now, there are some spaces in New Mexico where they don't have to practice under a physician's license, but there's other places where you do, and it's just dependent upon the field, the state licensure rules, blah, blah, blah.
But you can go straight from RN to
My
a
master.
nurse practitioner.
Yep, and I will
You don't
because I
need-
have
you
a
don't need a
bachelor's. I do
BSN.
not, and
Yeah.
I don't think I was.
BSN, I should have rephrased. That's the one. If you're going to teach, that's what you got. But other than that, it's fucking worthless.
Yes, and well, and the master. So interestingly enough, ENMU here does have a master's of nursing, but it is specifically for education.
Okay.
So like, I will not get my master's
You'd
here
have to
at
go through
ENMU.
WT,
I need
yeah.
to go somewhere else. Yes, because I want a practical master's so that I can still practice. I do not want to teach. The reason I got out of teaching is because I don't like it. Why would I
There you
go
go.
back to teaching? You know
People
what I
need,
mean?
Yeah.
people need to
So-
come see me for healthcare because I am in no way qualified, nor do I practice. I just do it. See,
Yeah, but kind of in essence, you can come see me for a little health care. You know, that's the weird thing.
you know what? Among the three of us, I'm the last guy you ought to probably come see.
So funny.
And
Hell
I-
yeah!
and
Let
I-
me whip up a batch of.
God damn it,
stew
I'm
for
the
you.
next to last. All right.
But anyway, congratulations on
Thanks.
that. So.
And now I'm working on getting licensed, so I have to take a test now. So I got all that signed up for, and now I'm ready for next steps.
Well, at least it's not the first one you've ever had to take.
That is very true.
You're like,
I gotta
I'm
say-
weathered. I can do this.
And I've got to say this because, I mean, frankly, because we're as tight as anybody. But, I mean, if you were to bitch about everything, it'd be like, that's fine. But if I hear anybody else in the nursing industry bitch about their job, I'm going to immediately go, motherfucker, you save lives. Of course you got to take this.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fair.
Hell yeah. I hope it's real hard.
It should be hard. No, you don't want a dumbass taking care of you.
No.
We can literally kill you. We handle things that can literally kill you.
Fair.
I know.
It's nothing. All I have to do is do a wrong calculation, a wrong dosage, and give you one pill too many, and you're dead.
I have got I got a former friend who has an ex-wife that, well, because apparently in Texas, if you fail, you got to go back and like take like a full year each time, right?
I think it's dependent upon the program. So like here, they make you restart the whole semester, and you have to do all the classes, not just one.
I guess
Except for,
I
yeah.
think that's what she
Yeah.
had. She'd failed 5 times.
Dang.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's not-
somebody you fucking want to get
I
healthcare
see.
from?
I feel like at some point they just have to like say like,
Like,
you're
fuck
not.
this. Bring in the cat. Maybe the cat can lick me back to health because she ain't gonna do it.
I appreciate though that like she kept trying. I appreciate
That's
that
fair.
aspect
Yeah.
of her character.
well,
Yeah.
but like
There's
you know,
a lot of people who want to be nurses just for like there's a weird like subculture.
Is there a sordid underbelly of the
Not
nursing
sorted,
culture?
but like related to like cute scrubs and like I don't know. There's
about
like
that.
a whole subculture, cute cups and like
I
stupid
don't give
shit.
free pass to obstinacy. This chick was doing it the same as like you'd get like the bald guy from like South Georgia going, I'm running through this brick wall today. That was the way she was. She wasn't doing it because it's like, I have a passion for this.
Right.
It's because she was too dumb. She fucking realized she's too stupid to be a nurse.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, that's a
Certain kind of dumb.
and eventually, you know, you do it often enough, it's like a driving
you will
exam.
get it eventually, yes, which is scary in and of itself, but whatever.
Hopefully they're just put them in children's hospitals, right?
Good shit.
Hey,
You would say with old folks, right? Instead,
Geriatrics, right?
There you
like,
go.
hopefully they're taking care of the elderly and the young.
bottom line is this: we're some pretty smart motherfuckers.
yes. I saw
That's right.
Sean Astin on Monday.
Oh yeah, because he was in town for like some behavioral
that was one of
health
those
shit, right?
where they say like maybe don't meet the people that you like look
I feel
up to in
Sam
real
Wise
life.
Gamgee is all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he just said a few things that were just like a little, like some weird stuff related to insurance. Just
Oh.
stuff that was very, like you could tell he was out of touch, like someone who had never like experienced not having insurance, not being able to access care and like.
Well, what's fucked up is because I thought he was here for like a mental
He
health
was.
thing.
That's
yeah.
why it rubbed me really wrong.
Yeah, because he had kind
Because
of
a lot of
shitty-
mental health care is not covered by insurance. So I was like, bro, this just shows me that you have no concept of how difficult it is to actually access mental health care.
Well, it's weird that he's talking about that and not actual, mental health shit. Because
Yeah.
as a child, a child actor of a fucking parent that was an actor, I mean, he's clearly is going to be as fucked up as a football bat.
Yes,
right?
and he did tell a story that but again, it just showed. I was like, man, like his brother called him and was like, I'm ready for help finally, because I guess his brother had alcoholism.
Yeah.
And is now a recovering alcoholic, and has been in recovery for many years. But like he was able to get him on a plane and get him to like a really good program. It's like, again, that's not something that's accessible to most people.
Yeah, just hop on a plane and go to rehab.
It was just, I think it was well intentioned, but it just ended up rubbing me the wrong way a little bit.
And he
Sorry,
had to come to
sorry you're suffering, but so I just got out my checkbook.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Not everyone can just do that.
And he can't. He's talking in a place where mental health care is even harder to get.
Yeah, because
You
we
know?
live in, again, healthcare desert, and that means all healthcare.
And I really thought maybe half the motherfuckers there were just there to see Sean Astin.
Well, and I'll be honest, I brought my Fellowship of the Ring copy in the hopes that I would get to meet him after and like get him to scribble a signature real quick, and there was not even like that.
He got
at the
ushered
end.
the fuck out.
We
I
were
bet.
told goodbye. I was like, man,
I was hoping he'd stop by the dispo and pick up some weed or something.
that would have been cool. But
I was hoping to stop out here and play some guitar, which has happened with some other cats before, but oh well.
So anyway, that's fine. And then I was in Santa Fe on Wednesday, so that's interesting. But
Oh, how's that shit going?
I think it actually went really well. It was really interesting. I've
The
never
state of Texas trying to murder all their women.
In a really horrible way.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
terrible, isn't it?
And they're really angry because a lot of women in Texas who had their rights taken away from them by a fucking unconstitutional Supreme Court are coming to New Mexico for their care now, and Texas is very angry. So what they're doing, so this millionaire in Texas that's getting a whole bunch of bullshit put onto a bunch of things that he actually has no fucking power to do. He just gets a bunch of locals angry and then moves on to the next town.
Yes.
Makes more money, by
Yes.
the way, and spreads a little of that around, less than he brings in.
Well, of course.
As he then tries to further and try to make this state more like Texas, which if you don't like where we live, you can fuck off and go back where you're from, right?
Well, hey.
So if he doesn't like it here, well, fuck you and go back to fucking Tyler or wherever the fuck he's from.
He literally resides in Texas.
Yeah, like
He's just
and not
over
even
here.
not even like the shit ass
No.
West Texas. He's from like the east side of Texas.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
I don't know. I only run into cool people from Texas because they just come in and buy weed from me.
Well, there is that because those are ones that are like, motherfucker, I wish we had this, but we don't.
Tough shit.
You're not going to encounter you're going to encounter the more enlightened folk,
Indeed.
over
Yes,
here.
sir.
I'm surprised Texas doesn't make laws like we're going to tack on another charge for you going to New Mexico to buy weed and bringing it back here.
That's probably the move after because they've already gotten rid of abortion. So the next thing is to get rid of birth control, and then after that is to then marginalize the women's ability to vote. Then they'll go after weed.
Oh, well, it sounds like their plate's pretty full already.
It's the conservative. It's the whatever the fuck they call themselves.
And they got Joe Rogan.
They got Joe Rogan down there in Austin.
Didn't fucking Bezos just move? No, Florida. He moved to Florida. My bad.
Which is, a good book burning state too. So, which actually, the guy that's running for president from down there is the governor right now. Sounds like he needs to read a few more books rather than burn them, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go all crazy fucking partisan on this shit. But until some people start getting their head out of their ass. And by the way, if you feel like you want me to rip on the Democrats,
They have their heads in their asses, too.
What the fuck is with the old guy that you got that you keep rolling out there that has to squint everywhere he goes? He looks like that ventriloquist dummy
He does.
for that one fucking guy that everybody seems to love, and I can never remember his
No,
fucking
Jeff
name.
Dunham,
hair
and
smeller.
he's really cringy.
Now, he was from Girls, right? No, that's the other Dunham. But he... Jeff Dunham. He's got the old one. That looks just like the fucker running the free world right now.
Wild.
And can we drop the bullshit of like other countries and utilize in our politics that Ukraine's a blue conflict and Gaza's a red conflict?
It's all
Motherfucker,
awful.
it's a fucking humanitarian conflict.
Correct.
Show your fucking humanity, huh?
Exactly. It's awful.
Which I need to stop dropping the F-bomb because we'll get fucking,
Who fucking cares? We're not for kids.
Exactly. Did you know, and I didn't know this until I was there, but somehow Roosevelt County got Erin Hawley to represent us, as
Who?
in Josh Hawley's wife.
Who?
Erin Hawley. So Josh Hawley, you might know from way back around the time of the January 6th situation.
Gosh, Holly. I recognize.
He, as he was walking into the Capitol that day, put his fist up in solidarity with the insurrectionists.
Now, is he like a Euro Disney cowboy, like the guy from Otero County?
No, he's from Missouri. So
Because
at
he
least
lived
he's
in
smart enough
Paris,
not to do
France,
that.
and worked for Disney and rode horses and shit.
Oh, that's so funny.
And but then he became a county commissioner.
Oh God.
And then he got removed. So, because
But
he was also a fucking insurrectionist. So.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. That was wild. No.
And a cunt.
Yeah.
Although being a cunt doesn't dispel you from disqualify you from
No,
office.
you can be a cunt and run for office.
I think it's a plus.
It's a prerequisite.
Gotta be a little cunty.
But she's an attorney for Alliance.
MMA, Alliance MMA, Dominic Cruz's gym.
Defense Alliance for Freedom, something like that. But anyway, I was just shocked because she's well known in this style of cases. She's the one against
There's
FDA.
a bunch of people that are trying to tell you that they're trying to take your rights away from you because that's the best way to be. And it's not. And I don't give a fuck which cause it is. Democrat, Republican, I don't fucking care. Because apparently you have to point that out now because the battle lines are drawn and you got this side doing this and this side doing this, which makes a stupid amalgam, which at times is antithesis to the fucking beast itself.
Right.
What the fuck is going on?
Hey, don't you be using those big words.
No. Fuck? Yeah, well, I've dropped it a couple times.
Well,
You're going to start confusing me with that goddamn preacher down there in Houston didn't want people walking in his church during all the flooding because he just had his carpets done.
Oh, our favorite, Joel Olstein.
Doesn't he look like a character that probably guy played Garth in Wayne's World? What the?
Dana Carvey.
That he could have pulled that look off, you know,
Yes.
had events like been different in time periods and shit.
Yes.
I think he could have knocked it out of the park. Back when SNL was funny, by the way.
Well, you know, I'd love to stay here and talk more, but I gotta go put some weed up my ass. Maybe we should throw to LJ.
Maybe that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, I guess
get a little
so.
get a little something
Some
going,
metal.
right?
Get some metal.
Get a little southern hemisphere.
That's right.
Going. Yeah, and by the way, and LJ, I appreciated it. He sended me.
He sended you something?
Sended me a, God, maybe I've
Evolving.
maybe I've got brain damage.
I for want to do
Dude.
too.
That
Dude
lead
sent
and
me-
paint is finally kicking in.
Dude sent me a dad joke, a YouTube dad joke at like fucking like at the crack of 10 p.m. or something like that last night. Oh, I'm up at 3:30.
Well, I know.
whatever, so,
Were you actually in bed at 10 last night?
Hey, that is not
That's
Jermaine.
privilege information.
Oh, okay.
That is not Jermaine Jackson to this whole story.
Pardon me for even asking. I know Thursday.
No,
has
no, I was
football,
awake.
So
I was awake.
figured
But
y'all
hey,
were
it's
up.
the thought that counts.
Because Thursday night football, how late does that bitch go?
We did-
10 minutes last night. 10
yeah,
minutes.
lasted about 15 minutes.
What? And then y'all just turned it off?
It was a horror show.
Jack's team was getting blown out like 8 minutes in. They were down 21-0.
Oh, fuck. So you just turned it
Yeah,
off.
turned it
Yeah.
off. Checked the score at halftime. It was 42-0.
Yeah.
So we.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
And it got worse because then Brandon goes, well,
42-0.
Brandon like reports, he goes, well, it turned into a college game, like 63-21 or something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
If you like defenses in the NFL, apparently last night was not the game to watch.
So we just hung out, watched bullshit, watched some enchilada videos. It was a good time.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Okay, very good.
You know what we also do? We get the lowdown. What's going down with LJ?
Give me my need memento. Yeah! Woo! Oh yeah, you know what it is. The metal portion of the Mead for Metal podcast. I'm LJ, and as usual with the format on the show, I go ahead and select some bands from a list with new releases this week, and I let you know what they are so you can make an informed purchase. So let's get down to business and start reading off the first band on this list. Now, the first band on here is called Witch Snake. Hi, LJ, which snake is it? The band is called Witch Snake, you dingus. Oh, okay, then never mind, sorry. See what happens when I talk to myself. Anyway, the band is called Witch Snake, W-I-T-C-H, Snake. And the album is called, are you ready for this? Death Cult of the Snake. I also listened to them for a little while, and their entire album's on YouTube. But I suggest that you go and support the full release because this album kicks ass. Oh my god, this is for the Doom fans out there and for thrash fans. It's super cool. Oh my god, I had to create a whole playlist just for songs like this, for newly discovered rock. I don't know why I didn't do this before, but yeah, go ahead and check it out. And the album cover looks badass. It's red and black, my two favorite colors. This is so cool. I want to fucking post for this. Dude looks like Shao Kahn on the fucking cover, but with an axe instead of a hammer. Let's move on. Next is the band Black Flow. The album is called Seeds of Downfall. Oh my god, another badass album cover, and I think this is Doom inspired. This is a Chilean metal band, and these motherfuckers came out of the gate swinging. Oh my god. We got some good shit on this list today. Woo! No black metal yet, but I mean, it's coming, but it's probably not the worst thing that'll be on this list. Probably like power metal or some Nintendo sound and shit like that. But yeah, this is an album that is straight up, it's pretty fucking heavy. Let's just say that. Like, you could probably work in a butcher shop to this with the lights dimmed, covered in the blood of some animal that you're, I don't know, planning on sacrificing later or eating. I don't fucking know. Just buy the damn album already. It's worth it. Especially if you like heavy metal. Heavy music. Yeah, baby. Man, imagine if I ran my own radio station. I'd be talking like this all the time. But fuck that shit. We're here in a metal station, and this is what we do. This is a podcast. God dang it. So, this next band is called Mavis, which is funny because I used to know an older lady named Mavis who was pretty chill, and I used to talk to her all the time. Neither here nor there. The album is called Grief is No Ally, and I can agree with that 100%. Are we 3 for 3? Why, yes, the fuck we are. This isn't the heaviest shit I've ever heard, but it's got more of a little modern rock / metal type of feel to it. Melodic singing, some really heavy guitar work. I can't really think of anything that really sticks out to me that it sounds like modernly, but that's only because it's my fault I don't listen to a lot of interesting music on my own, unless, of course, they're something that's really legendary and or old. But these guys sound pretty good, so I think we're 3 for 3 on recommending this album to you guys. Yeah, check them out. Mavis, yeah. Are we going for 4 for 4? Well, the next band on here might make it so. The band is called Horrifier, and also the fucking album cover is sick. The album is called Horrid Resurrection, and god dang, man, you've got to listen to these guys. They are melodic and they're dark. I don't know if it's black metal or just straight up death metal, but I like it. I like it a lot. And I think you will too if you were in the crowd of heavy ass music. By the way, remember in the OG episodes of this, whenever I first started doing this, how sometimes the list would have some really wussy sounding bands and then like some really black metal sounding shit? Finally, somebody must have fired that person because now they've got some really heavy shit on the list that is really good. So good job, whoever's picking these out. And if it's a team, good job, team. And if it's randomly generated by AI, perpetuated by Google in order to control our society, then good job, the Patriots. By the way, if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, you'll get that reference. And if not, I don't know what to tell you. Go play Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty on the PlayStation 2. The OG one, not the fucking HD version. Get that out of your head. The original PS2 version's where it's at. Alright, let's move on. Man, I gotta play some Metal Gear Solid 2 today at some point. I'm off all day today, so fuck it, why not? Anyway, let's move on. Now, we're going for 5 for 5 here. Are you ready for this shit? Are you ready for this shit? The band is called Evergrey. One word. The album is called, and this is a mouthful, From Dark Discoveries to Heartless Portraits. I cannot remember that if I tried. But then on the bottom of the album cover it says, A Lifetime of Metal. The album cover looks fucking cool, like some sort of royal seal. Wow, that was like a Resident Evil type fucking observation. But yeah, man, I mean, 5 for fucking 5. This band is awesome. They sound heavy as fuck. It reminds me of like the early 2000s rock and metal and shit you used to hear. Sort of evanescence-y, but at the same time, I don't know how to just describe them. God, they're so fucking cool. Yeah, man, these guys got me rocking. I actually started that playlist while I was doing this to like listen to new metal and rock shit that I've been discovering, and this band has firmly cemented themselves on that list. In fact, I think I'm going to go pick up a physical version of this. So, those are the 5 selections I've got for you today. Sorry, I don't have an album to recommend. I've really been slacking on that, but I'm also, just a lazy bitch, so sorry about that. But thank you for hanging out with me on this podcast, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it away, Mead Hall, and I'll see you fuckers later. Rock the fuck on. Sasha, shut up! Just kidding. I love you. I love all of you, my metalhead children, especially those of you with metal plates in your heads. That's the most metal shit of all.
I sure hope Santa can fit. Oh, he can do anything. Up on the rooftop, reindeer's paws.
Make this a Christmas to remember at Miller's Outpost. Snuggle up and save 50% on the season's brightest selection of sweaters for men by Fauchon. Choose from a colorful collection of ski sweaters he'll be wearing long after the holidays.
A Christmas to remember from Miller's Outpost.
Oh, he made it. Oh, Merry Christmas, little fella.
pretty abrupt. God damn.
Which I'm clearly not. Oh, stop.
Okay,
No.
so-
Let's stop that.
So basically, in the last 5 seconds, everything got fucked up, and I'm gonna leave it in
Everything.
Okay.
because it's gonna get. There's gonna be about 5 seconds of silence there because I hit the wrong fucking button.
One person actually didn't fuck up because by the lack of doing anything. But otherwise, Brandon and I,
Yeah, don't worry.
we set a new bar for this shit and fucking things
Man,
up.
dude, like every day I got to count shit at my store.
Yeah.
Got to do info. Got to make sure no one's walking off this shit.
Count your blessings. You know.
I lost the shit I was working on 3 fucking times
I
today.
hate when I do
3
that.
fucking times.
Oh, man.
And I don't know why. Probably the weed.
Yep.
I wasn't high. Oh, God damn it.
Well, no, you guys don't get high on the job or anything.
Every fucking day of our lives?
Okay. Let's try to get
No,
that
we
out.
don't.
But okay.
No, we don't.
Me, no. But I do grab a battery of CBD when I come home, though. And that actually kind of lets me walk like a human.
Yay.
Man, you can't do that job high. It's not possible. Can't do it well.
Anything dealing with numbers. It'd be like trying to bartend high, and nobody does that.
Nope,
well,
never.
I know people making Whoppers high.
Yeah. Well, but no, but I mean, really, if it comes down to like a hard count of numbers or money, fuck that.
Yeah. Now, working at Miller's Outpost in the 80s at Christmas time, be as high as you fucking want.
Yeah. And for those of you saying, why did they go with that commercial? And my answer is, yeah.
You already know. If you have to ask, you don't need to know. So Krista had mentioned something about having something metal to talk about.
Oh yeah. So I don't know, maybe y'all don't know this, but the Satanic Temple became an IRS certified religion back in 2019.
Did not
All
know
the
that,
rest of them
actually.
are. Hell, you can send you can get online and put your name in and send them $25 and you're a preacher. So, why not?
Right.
Hey, you can be of the Lebowski fucking religion, and you don't have to pay a damn thing.
And of course, DeSantis brought up how this happened under Trump, but that's neither here nor there. I just thought it was a funny thing to blame on Trump when
Wow.
I'm sure it probably has nothing to do with Trump.
Look, Trump's burying people on his property to save some money. He ain't doing that shit.
Exactly. So, but because of this, they're a religion, which means they can have religious displays. And so, sure as shit, they had a Christmas Baphomet at the Iowa State Capitol.
Nice. Fucking nice.
It was absolutely destroyed. Some person running for government in
Iowa?
Mississippi.
No way.
Yeah, I know,
No
right?
way.
Shocker, right? I guess traveled up there and destroyed it. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of neat. I'm like, what a fascinating thing. What a
It's-
strange time to be alive.
It's so sad that we can't protect our monuments anymore.
But that's kind of the point they're making is obviously religious freedom is about freedom for specific kinds of religions.
Exactly,
not all
yeah.
religions. And so, yeah.
Freedom
it's
of religion, long as you's a Christian.
correct.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So yeah, anyway, very cool. I just thought it was neat that there was a sparkly Baphomet in the Iowa State Capitol for a little
that's
while.
a little fucking bizarre. Of all states, Iowa. All right.
So anyway,
Yeah, that's wow. I'll take that.
Yeah,
That's
me
cool.
too.
That's
I
fucking
don't
cool.
know, man. I'm so fucking angry with this thing of well, you're either that or you're that. No,
No, I'm not.
Fuck you. I'm a species that are derived from a sequence of events and earth-shattering fucking paradigms within my lifetime from when I was a wee lad to now.
exactly.
That's who I am. I'm not you're clearly this or you're that.
Yeah, like you were always meant to be. Man, it's fucking random chance that I wound up being born and being here.
That's why I do like people that recognize that when the realization kicks in, it's like, oh fuck me, I'm a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
And primarily the other side has it too, but I'm going this direction because I know an individual, specifically a lady who's very much a conservative, very much a pro-Trump conservative. But the abortion issue's got her fucking angry because she recognizes it for what it is, and that's a bunch of men, a bunch of old white men don't want women to have fucking rights, and they're trying to dial it back before they fucking die and go fucking meet their hot fiery fates.
Exactly. Look, if you cannot do
Bahamut.
label an anatomy diagram of the internal structure of female genitalia, anatomically female genitalia, I guess I'll say, you should not be legislating on it. And none of those dudes can, I'm sure they can't.
No, they'd have some snarky like, well, there's where you plug into your dishwasher. You know,
Yeah,
right?
they would put the clitoris would be like over there, even though the clitoris isn't in the picture, and
They
fun
might
stuff.
play Baldur's Gate 3. They might know all about
Oh,
that
you
shit.
know what? Maybe so. I don't know. Baldur's Gate 3 didn't look like it was. I just saw some lips. Was there any pubic hair down there?
You can
We,
have that
Oh, you
option.
can have pubic hair.
We
Very
took us
neat.
a little break while we were listening to LJ's segment, and because there was a bit of porn, or, a bit of romancing
YouTube porn.
from Baldur's Gate 3 that somebody had posted on YouTube. What I thought was interesting, and not just the fact it was two ladies, and that's generally what America says is the right way to go, but it was two lady elves. But
One evil. The other one clearly evil too.
well, I don't know.
Made choices.
You know, I mean, I'm not there to paint that broad brush. I'm not here to judge.
That we played that storyline. We know that happened because you're an asshole.
She's quite bloodthirsty, yes, but she's also a bit dominant on this particular girl-on-girl thing on this Baldur's Gate 3 little cutscene. It's quite hot, I might say. And it's different if it's a male, because she goes full Kentucky Derby mode. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whee!
All the while, like beating the piss out of you or something. I don't know. There was some shit. I don't know. It's
Oh man, there was cuddling. I saw it.
Yeah, it was aggressive, but no well.
Hey, aggressive cuddling is just fine.
But I threw that on, and Brandon's a pro 49er and
Thank
an
you.
anti 69er.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I am now, but I'm just. I mean, goddamn.
That cutscene, though, allowed for the oh, that's maybe the right way to do it then. Not the side by side. No, you got to go
Sit
Alter
on her
Bridge,
face.
and I
Sit
don't
on
mean
her
the
face.
shitty Christian band.
And if you're a dude, do her the service of going man on top.
There you go. There you go. That sounds right.
I don't know.
I'm not a feng shui guy.
I don't know if it's actually.
But that sounds right.
I just
sounds
have
like where that furniture should be.
I guess we're deteriorating here, but I just find the logistics of 69ing to be kind of difficult.
It's tough.
It's hard to concentrate. It's just a lot happening.
I think that's the
Yeah, but
point.
if you got a north-south, though, that kind of
but
changes the page a bit.
It does. I don't look. I would say ideally side by side is not. I don't know. I guess side by side I've found to be logistically easier. God, I'm not, because it opens my throat. This is getting way too detailed.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would also say maybe if you're gonna do the someone on top, I don't know. I've been both bottom and top, and it's easier for me on top. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
again, because
status
I
quo.
get to decide how deep you go.
There's
so
that.
it's like
there's that.
logistically, So anyway, it just depends. You have lots of factors here. You got to know
It-
whether the
it's-
person can handle that
So
or not.
side by
very
side
fluid
is
situation.
actually probably more egalitarian, but probably more uncomfortable.
Probably.
And harder for you to be the one adjudicating
Yeah,
some decisions.
yeah, I think so.
There you go. There's your sex talk for the week, everybody.
There you
So
go.
what kind of music y'all listening to?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So anyway, we talked sex. So how about
So what
some
kind of
meat or
music
metal?
y'all fucking
and
to?
the reason I hate 69 is because having my nose that close to a butthole
Oh
is
yeah,
a little
you're
tiring.
you're not a butthole person. That's
Well,
right.
I was.
Okay, but then something happened.
I don't know. No, nothing happened.
Okay.
I just now later in life, I'm like, I don't know if I can.
Trying to eat it from behind is a little bit of an
That's
odd challenge.
No.
But yeah, that's
No, you gotta go. You gotta the butthole got to be on my chin. Can't be on my nose.
That's fair. That's fair.
see.
You know.
And you motherfuckers wanted to know more about us. This is on you.
And see, I'm gonna be okay.
Learning
Here we go.
something.
Here we go. So I like kind of the mustiness of it. So I'm okay with going the other way. So
See,
It just depends on what you like.
There you go.
Whether you're a clean boy or a dirty bitch.
There is no in between.
That's
Except for the perineum. There's that in between.
There is that.
Got to pay attention to that.
Oh, the sweet spot right there. Let's see.
So, yeah, music, guys. Metallica and...
Do we have Mead update?
I don't know. Let me fire up the deaf ones again.
fucking 3 minutes away from just shutting this down.
That's a fair call. That's a fair call.
Oh no, it's a deteriorating.
Yeah. Actually, the Mead update is this: we're about out. Let's call it what it is. We are out.
Oh shit.
Of inventory. Having said that, there is a bottle of Grand Reserve that we still have that is $50 right now. It's going to go to $60 on January 1st. So
Yeah.
Chingao.
Yeah, Chingao indeed. The batch one, the batch ones that we have, those are basically done. Those are done. So, but what we're going to do is we are going to bottle Troublemaker, and we're going to probably do that Tuesday, which is far more fucking closer to Christmas weekend than I wanted to aim for.
Okay.
Because I wanted to be able to have product for people that want it for Christmas. Because who the fuck wants to have a sober morning, especially if you have kids, right? I mean,
well, I'm looking forward to Fireball hot chocolate on Christmas.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's recommended.
Highly.
But I mean, for everybody else though, I want to make sure that I can bring them the joy that keeps them from murdering their family members with a simple bottle of Mead.
Yeah, indeed.
But it's going to be a fast turnaround. It has not been in secondary that long.
Oh man.
But we gave it actually a pretty luxurious run in primary.
Okay.
So. What's the difference, especially on a spiced mead that it's actually spiced, or actually just immediately thereafter after the yeast is pitched?
Yeah.
Actually, none. So it doesn't bother me. I actually have one concern, and that is I'm afraid it might have gotten a little bit oxidized because we'd had an issue with a fermenter that I'd bought that I thought was good to go, and it wasn't.
The incident.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Troublemaker. If there wasn't a problem, we wouldn't have that name.
Yeah, there is that. But I also think that by hitting it with the gelatin findings and thereby putting negative ions into there to pull down.
Ye old horse hoof.
Yeah, to pull down a lot of the impurities or in most cases, even sometimes the oxygen itself. If it got oxidized a bit, it will pull some of that down as well. So the thing is, the trick with that is then when you're going and bottling, it actually probably is helpful to go ahead and rack it one more time to yet another fermenter and then bottle.
Okay.
So, which we'll be doing by Tuesday. So we're kind of up against the time, but I want to give it because each day is making it better. Mm-hmm. So what a hell of a fucking place to live in right there in that headspace on the Mead update this week. So
don't rush it.
Yeah, but it depends. Now, the thing is, if we were doing this shit for next December, fuck, we'll see you in March. At the end of secondary. Before then, we start worrying about refining it at all, and that for clarifying or whatever. Okay. Which with Troublemaker, it depends. We always have to make the call of like, look, is this spicy enough? And if it's reaching the profile we want, and Brandon's the expert on Troublemaker, but so we hit it, and when Brandon says, yeah, this is where it needs to be, then we stop, and then we bottle it. But sometimes it's like, okay, this shit's still pretty cloudy. The flavor is there, like overwhelmingly, so let's go ahead and, give it, a bit of a clarification, with the gel.
And we've really never made it for beauty.
But it is oddly one that ages so fucking well. It is liquid gold in the hand 6 months after bottling. And most of them I don't usually recommend, like, hang on to it a bit. Troublemaker's the exception to that. Like, no, that motherfucker actually does get amazing with time. The rest of them improve, yes. That one, Troublemaker 9 months after bottling, that might be my favorite in that wheelhouse.
It's always been my favorite. I know I will probably drink about 25% of it.
I will say this too, is that because the three of us here at this table, I drink the most mead, generally.
Well, it's here.
Yeah. But I will say this, though, is that you guys, the two of you, independently had said of this after our first batch of Troublemaker,
Yeah.
that the two of you drink it a very specific way, both of you, and independently confirmed before you two even knew each other. And that is, you pull the cork out of it.
And you drink it.
Yep.
And then
Drink
you're
it till
done.
it's
That's
gone.
it.
Yep.
And then you're drunk and you're
Until
happy.
there is no more.
Yep. You're real drunk.
And it's a good time.
It is.
It is a damn good time.
Great time.
So, and how do you drink your Troublemaker, though, Brandon?
Whenever I have it.
Well, temperature.
Oh, I'm not picky. I'd rather it not be too cold because there's a lot of flavor going on there.
Sometimes I
Right.
do cold. Sometimes I do room temp.
I've even heated some up in a
Yeah, I was
coffee
like,
mug
I
in the
think
microwave.
I've molded it before.
Yeah, mold is actually really, really interesting and great. But the reason I ask is, yes, if you get too cold, you can't taste it. Well, why are you drinking spiced meat if you can't taste it?
Right.
I do think, though, is that I do still like it cooled. I think probably 20, 30 minutes in the fridge.
Sure.
You know.
Let it chill in the glass for a little bit.
And then, and maybe even if the glass is in the fridge as well, maybe. I don't know. If you do that, then that means you're going to get the greatest clarity anyway.
Okay.
So there's that. But yeah, we'll have that. That's going to be ready to go, fucking no matter what. Come Wednesday next week, so we're going to have to
shit.
deal with it by Tuesday.
Against all odds.
Woo.
That batch is always it is the proper name. So, Troublemaker, hit us up because it'll go in a hurry. If Brandon spoke for like 3 bottles out of the batch 1 run, count for 6 on this one. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Well, hey, I like to drink. I'm a well-trained drunk.
The two of you actually did buy more than like half among the two of you.
Well, hey, we had this chat before. You got to support your local artists, man.
Krista actually #1 buyer on batch 1.
Oh.
Damn,
Okay.
I lost
I really
again.
enjoyed it a lot. So.
I lost again.
No.
Damn it.
Well, there was a while that you were like, how much are they again? It was like for the, well, I'm not going to say because motherfuckers aren't getting the price that we pay amongst ourselves. So,
No.
But I'd pointed it out, and she's like, oh, well, I guess I need 2 then. And I can appreciate that sentiment.
Damn right.
So we're not going to do, we're not going to have anything before Christmas. So in the theme, is there any Christmas music outside of Christopher Lee that is kind of a push?
You mean like something you like?
For what people should like, yeah, check this shit
I
out.
like Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
TSO
I
is
they're
the,
good.
but that's kind of, you expect
Okay,
that,
that's
know?
fair. There's a song by the Pogues that I
Oh.
really like.
Oh, shit, and that dude just
Oh,
died.
yeah, no shit.
Uh-huh. I don't even, I heard it. I was at a holiday party at a friend's house a couple days ago, and I heard it again. I was like, oh, I really like this song. And I don't even
Yeah.
remember what it's called. but-
Especially because the Pogues are they're not easy to like,
Yeah, that's fair.
No, that guy's grill was gross.
Yeah.
But he didn't give a fuck. I kind of appreciate
You're
that.
fucking Irish, right? I mean,
Well, yeah.
you know,
I'm glad the Irish part of my blood didn't go to my teeth.
that's the Irish part.
Spaniards, they got beautiful teeth. Thankfully, I'm a third that. No, I like
This is the Fairy Tale of New York?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
the one. Okay, we'll close with that one. I wanted to make sure that I had it right. So cool. All right.
I like the 12 Days of Christmas by Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Right? Get behind that.
Radio station around here used to play that every year. It was in the 90s, though.
Well, that's fine. But that's the wrong song to play on that album. You got to play Take Off because it's got Geddy Lee on it.
But there ain't no Christmas vibes. After that, no one wants
yeah,
to hear
there
Bob and
is.
Doug.
Hell yeah, there is. Take off to the great white. No, yeah, you bet. That's
It's like,
fucking-
welcome to Canada. It's Christmas every day.
Canada. Canada's always Christmas. To
What was
my-
that?
To
It's
my
like-
Canadian brethren.
It's always snowing.
Except for you out in the Maritimes because you're cooler than New Yorkers. New Yorkers try to be as cool as the Maritimes are.
Fuck that.
Fucking Halifax, man. Nova Scotia. PEI.
Well, my friends, I think I'm ready to fucking throttle down on this here drinking on a Friday.
Hell yeah, brother.
Cool.
I feel like I'm ready to wrap it up.
Okay, cool. So we're all done with
love-
the Crimbus talk and
I
all
guess
that.
so.
Yeah, well, fuck-
I was
fuck
I'm
Christmas,
ready.
man.
I was like, I'm ready to talk some more. But yeah, if that's what you want. man.
Well, I mean, you know, if you
Favorite
Okay.
holiday movie? What about that?
Christmas movie,
Yeah.
Die Hard for me. Charlie Brown Christmas secondary
Okay.
to that.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Oh, yeah.
and followed by fucking Home Alone 2.
Why 2 and not 1?
I don't know. I think probably because I haven't watched 2 that much. Home Alone, it's just like it's on. Watch a little bit. I'm like, God damn, I've seen that movie.
See, I get it because I'm the same way on Friday the 13th Part 2. Why better 2 than 1? But it's because of the one scene where they're fucking and Jason runs a spear down, top to bottom, and then the spear point hits the floor.
And that was Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon getting his. Well, he
was on top.
That was his bacon.
And that was missionary. No 69ing there.
Oh no! This is the fucking very cool fucking early '80s, right?
That's a kill they needed. One where like they were fucking, going yin and yang.
That's a
and then
corduroy
Voorhees
80s.
comes in and clock,
That's it.
skewered, done. No more 69ing for you unless it's in hell.
So that's why I really, really had to attribute my Friday the 13th Part 2 reference into your Christmas movie stuff. Like that fly in the ointment, huh?
Well, goddamn, I'll be honest, 2 is not one of my favorites. But it's one of yours.
Yeah.
You like the burlap.
I like the burlap.
That's okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a better movie. Tim Curry's in it, for Christ's sake. I know
Yeah.
Donald Trump's in it. What the fuck?
Oh, who cares?
He's in it for like 30,
like a
10,
literal
15
cameo.
seconds.
Yeah, well, God damn it. And this is the insanity because then people are, well, fucking, let's call them what they are, the liberal side of the fucking film industry, which is the film industry. They're like, we got to cut Donald Trump out of that.
Oh,
why?
who cares? That's so
fucking
dumb.
why? Fucking why? It happened. He's in that film. Sorry. That's the way it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers never learn. And I'd said it a long time ago, too. It's like as soon as they're like, oh, we're going to impeach Trump. Fuck you. You know what they're going to do? When they get control, they're going to try and impeach your guy. And that shit's going to happen every goddamn time
it's gonna
and make us even more dysfunctional to where we have to have Civil War II and then motherfuckers are going to have to lose some blood.
I'll be in my shop making stone weapons.
I'll be cutting limbs off without anesthesia.
I'll be getting liquored up and masturbating furiously.
Got to burn that energy out.
Shit. Krista, do you have your movie picks?
I guess I was just reflecting on that. We always we watched Die Hard. Sorry, my husband
choice.
got me into that. I would do a rewatch of a lot of the Harry Potter movies, but we've kind of switched and doing Lord of the Rings.
So Harry Potter movies are considered seasonal? Like,
Yeah, because every single Harry Potter movie has a few Christmas scenes in it. So it's like one
no
of those
shit.
ancillary ones. Someone was
I'm
saying
not the guy that would know.
the Batman with a penguin in it has like a Christmas scene, so that's a Christmas. You know what I mean? Like whatever you want. But another one that I really love from my childhood is the remake of Miracle on 34th Street with the little girl that played Matilda. And
in Mrs. Doubtfire, right?
Because I did not.
Yeah, the smallest daughter in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
I am the weirdo that I don't like the original classic.
Don't know that I've actually seen the original all the way through. I've just seen most of it.
And it's mainly because black and white
Yeah.
sound quality sucked back then.
Yeah.
I want to see some shit in a little
I
higher
like,
def, you know.
And I love that actor. He is David Attenborough's brother, and he's actually passed recently. He was in Jurassic Park too.
Yeah.
The other Attenborough. I just can't remember his first name right now. But yeah.
The other Attenborough.
Yep,
yeah.
the other Attenborough. Yep. So anyway.
Well, fuck, man. Well, I do hope the two of you have a fucking Merry Christmas
You
and
too.
all that
and
good
a
shit.
good Merry Yule to y'all. Blessed Yule.
Merry Yule by
I love
Tuesday.
that.
Yep.
And
but we'll be back though before New Year's and before the birthday boy over here has got his shit. But
hope someone else recording this shit. I'll be drunk.
I think that's the right way to go.
Someone else gonna have to run the board.
Yeah.
Krista, you in?
Yep. You'll have to give me some training before then.
Holy shit! It's the Pokes! The Pokes! Oh, he's back from the dead. He's come for all of us. He's come for all of us.
We're out of here.